I gotta get my scissors. Hey, 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 hey. How you doing? Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Evelyn, and this is a quiet space where we slow down and just enjoy the moment together. Today, I have something really soft and calming to share with you. These are the Castle Art Spring Collection colored pencils, and I thought that it would be really nice to not only swatch these bad boys, but to also spend a few quiet minutes flipping through the matching coloring book. How cool is that? Nothing rushed, just a calm, cozy session together. Here is the spring coloring book. The sprightly, I guess is how you say that. It has 72 beautiful pages. I always like to do this to get a feel of the mood of the coloring book that I have purchased. And that's what we're doing right now. Very quick, very calm, not rushed. What I noticed in this book is, of course, let me go back here. There is a write-up about the collection here. But also in this book, there are reference cards that we can use when we are coloring a coloring page in here. How cool is that? Now let's take a brief look into the coloring book to get a feel for it. Right off the bat, I noticed that there is some detail in the book, but not too overwhelming, and that's always a good thing. I really like this page. I can see myself coloring this in the next video because that's what I plan to do. Color a page using the colored pencils in the next video. Yeah. The pages so far to me, they look springy. They look soft, airy, calming. And I always get that when it comes to flowers anyway. And it's clean. The pages are clean. It's not, as I stated, too overwhelming or anything like that. To me, the detail is just right. Just right. And I can see using the spring collection colored pencils on the pages, I saw some pinks in there, some greens, and other colors that would look good. Especially, can you imagine coloring macarons or macaroons, however you say that, with those light pinks and purples and greens? Even, I think I saw some blues in there. That would be really nice. This looks like a fun page to do as well. I adore this page here. Look at the little, I'm going to say this is a bunny pouring another bunny some tea. They're having a picnic. I think this is a nice page here. And look at that. This screams relaxing and calming to me. Now this one feels light, almost airy. I can imagine doing all kind of different little pinks and purples on the bugs, and I would not color them the traditional colors that they are. Yeah, look at the butterfly page, and that's nice with the flowers. Look at that hat. I think that's nice. How cute. Look at the little bee. The bees have smiles on their faces. I guess because they know they're going to get some honey or they've made some honey. I like the line art in this book. I've had a few of the Castle Arts coloring books before and I did not really like them. So I donated them. And the only reason I didn't like them was mostly because of the line art. But I noticed in this book the line art is okay. I actually like the line art. And I like just the overall feel of this book gives me spring. Look at this. And calm and airy, refreshing. Look at this. Little refreshing. Look at the little flowers here. Yeah, so cute. So, so cute. April showers bring May flowers. The different types of umbrellas. I think I did pretty good. I'm not disappointed in this book because I can see myself coloring in this book and using the colored pencils. Now, this one here is nice. You can color this in your different spring color flowers that you will want to use with those colored pencils. The bike here with the bouquet of flowers, a basket of flowers there. These two I do like. I do like. So this is a spring coloring book. It has all the trimmings inside that say spring. Look at that. That is so adorable. And I'm not going to flip all the way through. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek inside of the book. Now on to swatching the color pencils. Here's everything that comes in the color pencil tin. Of course, the little covering over the pencils. We have the swatch sheet that I'll be using when I swatch the pencils for you today. So you have 6 coloring sheets. Let's check those out right quick. And I would assume that most of these coloring sheets are inside of the coloring book that I showed you. Yep, that's true. Look at that hat. Remember, I told you that I like the hat. So we have it in the coloring sheets here. And the balloons. I like this page. 6 coloring sheets. And also we get this flyer here. This tells you that, hey, they have the perfect match for the spring color pencils. The coloring book that we just looked in. Yes, okay. And also we have spring dragonflies here and it says create the spring themed colored pencil drawing. And it is in here, gives you step by step on how to do it. Also, we have the universal color chart and product guide, and that is it. Now for the pencils. First thing I noticed is all these different little shades of pinks, different shades of greens. That's always good. It's always good to have a good selection of that. And then we have purples and blues and yellows and oranges and more little purples and yellows, I would say browns, more as they say neutrals. One thing about this that I noticed about the pencils is that the lettering is in gold, and it's kinda hard to see. What I noticed is that this one is bubblegum here. This is a pretty color, just the actual color on the barrel, but the gold is kinda hard to see what it is. So that's something that might rub some people the wrong way, but I'm okay with it. But this says spring here. So that lets you know the collection. It says Castle Art Seasons. The seasons, spring. I wonder if they're going to do all of the seasons. Probably so, huh? Then on the other side, we have the color, which is bubblegum, and the number 1018. This is a pretty pencil. The paint on the barrel is matte, but this is gold metallic. Okay. All right. Let's start swatching. I always enjoy this part, the swatching of the pencils, because it feels like I'm actually getting to know each of the pencils. I'm being introduced to them one by one. Each color is saying, hey, this is me. And I'm like, wow, you're nice. I like. These pencils, as I am swatching, they feel a little soft and smooth. Not little soft and smooth, but it feels smooth. I'm just looking at this lead here. I did not sharpen these pencils from the get-go, so I'm just swatching. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting to know these pencils. Now, as I swatch, I notice how smooth they are when they go onto the pencil tester sheet. Very smooth. I like that. It's not scratchy or anything like that. It's nothing worse than a pencil saying to me, hey, I'm scratchy today. That just, that burns my buns. Don't like that. But when the pencil is ever so smooth, I'm a happy camper with that. Now, these are the greens. These are different shades of green, which I think is really nice because who doesn't like to have a good selection of greens and different greens at that? These are spring looking to me when it comes to the greens. Yeah. But so far, the pencils feel very smooth. I think they'll be very nice to try to layer as well as blend. You can make some soft blends because, of course, the pencils are really soft. They're soft, but not too soft where lead is breaking or anything like that. Apple green. I am meeting my pencils for the first time, and I am so happy to meet them because they feel so good. Feel so smooth. Yeah. Let me tell you how I ended up with these pencils. When I first saw that the spring collection was out, I'm a Castle Arts fan, or I guess you could say I'm a person who likes to use Castle Art pencils. And when I first saw that they were out, I wasn't inclined to purchase them. This is pistachio. Okay. Um, I wasn't inclined to purchase them because I already had just bought some some Castle Art pencils, but I am a Castle Art girl. I love me some Castle Art pencils. They're some of the first pencils that I started using when I started my adult coloring journey. But yeah, I saw them on Amazon. And I said, wow, these look like they would be nice. But I had decided that I would not buy them. Look at this green. The leaf green is so pretty. I decided I wasn't going to buy them. But here's what happened. I was on Amazon purchasing items for family members. And this set kept popping up. And I was looking at it, but I, again, had decided I was not going to buy these. But when I was ordering the items for my family members, you know how you order something and it says, well, you can get this within, you can add this to your order and it'll come within the next 4 to whatever hours. Not 4 hours, but you know what I'm saying. The next day or so. And I was like, okay. Oh man, I really want to try these. Go ahead and put it in there and it'll be here with the other order. And I also purchased a mythographic book too. And that was popping up. You can add this. And I did it. I'm glad I did because I feel so good that I got this because I really do like castle arts. I've been using castle arts for a long time. I do get a little bit of crumbling, and you probably have seen it when on this one here. Now we have baby pink. I love pink. Look at that. That is pretty. It kind of looks like a little bit of purple is in here, toned down. Yeah, it's really pretty. But yeah, that's how I ended up with this. And then I saw that there was a coloring book that matched. I said, wow, I might need to get the coloring book too. But again, I was reluctant to get the coloring book because in the past, I didn't really like their coloring books and I thought that this coloring book would be the same. But that's not the case. I actually do like the coloring book. You saw the photos or the illustrations when I did the flip through. I think they're very nice. And these pencils will be nice to use on those illustrations because, of course, they are spring illustrations. And these are the spring colors. Ooh, I like this pink too. This is blush pink. And some of these pinks, especially this rose pink, I can see using it for skin tones. Yeah. Anyway, I'm liking so far the experience of swatching these pencils. They're very, very smooth. Ooh, dragon fruit. There are a lot of different shades of pinks. Peony pink. This could be here used on a skin tone. Very nice pink. Oh my gosh. I think I used... Okay. This is carnation pink. I messed up. See, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, this is peony pink. I messed up right here. And this one is... Oh my gosh, I've messed up. Yes, I messed up big time. This is not peony pink. This is dragon fruit, I believe. I messed up, y'all. And I'm not cutting anything out. I messed up big time. My numbers are out of order here. You have to make sure that you check your color pencil numbers and make sure they're in the right order. And I just messed up in real time. But it's okay. It's all good. Okay, that's 14, which is blush pink, and this isn't peony pink. Actually, this is carnation pink. Okay. And this one here. Okay, so this one is, I don't know. I messed up. I think this is peony pink. Yeah. I messed up. I'm so sorry. But this is the carnation pink here. All right. So sorry for that. Charge it to my head and not to my heart. Now we have, my pencils are out of order actually. And we have 1016. That's my fault. I should have checked, huh? Never assume that the pencils are in the right order here. Okay. 20. 19. Where's 17? Okay. There's 17 there. Okay. Now we are ready. So this is pastel pink. Pastel pink. All right. Really pretty. Getting a little scratchiness there. It's really pretty. I'm loving these pinks. It's different shades of pinks. So now we have that. I need to make sure that I have the right one. This is bubblegum. I knew I would like bubblegum. Look at that. It's really pretty. And these two colors could be skin tones. Yeah. And now we have dragon fruit. I thought that was dragon fruit. This is, I'll figure that out later. All right, so now we have dragon fruit. When you are swatching your pencils, make sure that the numbers match on the box on your pencil. I just assumed that they were in the right order. Don't ever do that. That's pretty. I like dragon fruit. Cherry blossom. That's pretty too. I like all of these pinks. I get giddy when I see a lot of pinks that are pretty. So nice. Tulip pink. Oh, see, that's not right. Tulip pink is over here. I almost messed up again. That's pretty too. Love it. And I love how smooth it is going down. Really, really like it. Okay. And we have cotton candy. And this is cotton candy. These pencils, originally I paid $49 for them, but don't you hate it when after you buy it, they have the coupon on it? I said, man, I just bought these. Now they have them marked down to 44. Why did y'all do me like this? They should have been marked down to 44 from the get-go. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. But I might order another set and even a coloring book to do a giveaway. I just have to see. But that's something that I want to do. I didn't want to do that until after I had swatched the pencils, used the pencils, because I don't like doing a giveaway and giving people things that I don't like. I like to give away things that I like. We have a little bit of crumbling there. and that's tulip pink. So far, these look like, when I look at the colors through the viewfinder, it's looking like Easter eggs. I see Easter egg colors. Yeah. So I'm going on to the next tray. This was the first tray. Moving on to the next tray. And we have buttercup yellow. This is pretty. Like a pretty color on the barrel. Yeah, I like this. All right, let's see what buttercup yellow has to show me. As I stated to you, these colors are going down very smoothly, and they have some pigment in them. They're not, I would say, like less vibrant. There's some pigment in here, and I like that. We have citrus yellow. I think this set is going to be really nice for soft blends and florals and lighter backgrounds. Yeah. This is pretty, the citrus yellow. Yeah. I like that. And then we have daffodil yellow. Make sure it's right, because I don't want to get my pencils mixed up like I did up here. When you're swatching, make sure your pencils are in the right order, especially if you have a swatch sheet included with the pencils like we do for these Casa Art pencils here, the Spring collection. Don't assume they're in the right order, because you'll mess up like I did. And we don't want that. We have Dahlia Gold. Ah, that's pretty. Solar Yellow. And this one is feeling a little scratchy. Just a little. And I got a little bit of something mixed in there, a little contamination there. Sun Blossom. Sun Blossom better be pretty. I feel like it's going to be really pretty. Yes. I love it. I love it. I really, really like it. It's very smooth going down. That's a nice little color here. Sun Blossom. It really is a good name for this color. Nice to meet you, Sun Blossom. Pale Gold. This is definitely pale. This one feels a little dry, but it's still soft. Honey Yellow. I bet you can use this color in that page where the honeybees are on the honeycomb. Yeah, this looks like a good color to use on that page. I'm getting a little contamination here. A little streaking of a darker color. That's still pretty. Really, really pretty. Mustard Yellow. Amber Glow. Are we gonna glow? Yeah, we do glow. We have that subtle glow. It's very nice. I guess I'm not disappointed in purchasing these pencils. I'm glad I bit the bullet and got the pencils, because I really like the colors. What I'm seeing, they do scream spring to me. Soft primrose. It's soft. Are we getting into the blues? Let's see. Baby blue. You know, I really like blues. This is nice. This is a nice little sky color. You can put it in that hat. Yes. I like that color. Then we have powder blue. And see, I'm wondering if some of these are the same colors in the pastel tint set. I'm going to have to check that. Actually, I'm going to check it after I swatch. I'm going to bring out my little pastel tint swatch just to see. Because I'm curious. Soft azure. Ooh, this is pretty. I like this color. It is a really pigmented blue. Looks like electric. I like it. Yeah, I'm going to pull out my pastel tints to do a little comparison. Duck egg blue. Surely they wouldn't do us like that, you know, with the pastel tints and have the same colors. Hopefully they wouldn't do us like that. Cassard, you wouldn't do us like that, would you? I don't think you would. Okay, Blue Horizon. And I see this, it reminds me of it's a blue called Cornflake Blue, I believe. In another set I have from another brand. Reminds me of that. We have Blue Wave. Okay. Blue Wave, water. Yes. These lay down pretty good. I'm not heavy-handed with putting down my color either. I'm just coloring. Trying to get pigment in the box. And it's not hard to do. So you can be light-handed with these and also be heavy-handed as well. Go in light. And I can see me being able to, you know, add more layers on top of layers. Because as I'm swatching, I'm not having to press down too hard to get pigment down. This is Lagoon. Deep Indigo. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. It's pretty. And we have lavender here. Very nice. Lilac. Come on, Lilac. Come on out of the tray. Lilac didn't want to come out of the tray for me. And I think I know why. I think Lilac says, I'm too pretty to come out of the tray for you, girl. But I guess I'll come out and play with you today. And Lilac is so pretty. I love you, Lilac. Nice to meet you. Last color in the second tray is Wisteria Purple. And yeah, this is Wisteria Purple. Nice to meet you, baby. You're pretty too. You're just a tad darker than Lilac. Very nice. Very nice. Very smooth too. Nice to meet you. Let me show you something right quick before I go into doing the last tray. I pulled out my pastel tester sheet here. What I noticed off the bat, this tester sheet is really thin. It's, you see how this going? And then for my pastel, it's more heavy. It's heavier, feels thicker cardstock here. And just so you know, this is more flimsy. You see that? And now you see this. Okay, so here is the pastels and the spring collection. The colors are different. You can see that. Of course, this is 48 colors, 48 pencils, and we have 72 here. And I had to pull it out because I wanted to see what I was working with. But you can see that there is a big difference in the colors here. So Castle Art, you know what you're doing. Yeah. But what we could do is look at the pinks to see how close they are. Like this one and this one. That's blush pink and that's camellia. This one is a tad darker. Still, this is a little lighter. And we have jelly bean. Yeah. But I think overall, these colors are different from the pastel tints. I was just curious because some of the blues were looking similar. Yeah. But still, they're not similar. They're different. Okay. Now, let me go on to the last tray here that I have to swatch on here. I wish, if it's anything that I wished more than anything, is that I wish that this swatch card was thicker. I don't know like why it's so flimsy like this. That's my only gripe about this. Okay, moving on to Orchid, and it's 1048 here. This is the last little tray that I have to swatch. I'm going to do less talking here and more swatching so you can see and hear how things are. One of the things that I appreciate about this set is that it's going down very smooth. The colors are pretty pigmented, you know, for the Castle Art brand here. And one thing I also noticed, I don't have to use a lot of pressure to get pigment on in the little boxes here. So that's always a plus. Ooh, I like you, Soft Violet. Now I'm going to stop talking and just let you watch the swatch. You got it. Watch the swatch. We have Pastel Plum. That sounds pretty. Oh, wow. See, I said I was going to be quiet. But this color said, hey, you can't be quiet now. I'm introducing myself to you. And it is so nice to meet you, lovely Pastel Plum. So pretty. This peach Melba, A nice little skin tone here. Another skin tone color, probably. I'm getting a little darkness in here, a little contamination in here. Skin tone colors here. That's what I see. Or, you know, if you're coloring bunny rabbits or any of the animals, the birds, you can use these colors here. Yes, that's pretty. This color is Umber Bliss. What a name. It is blissful. Nice to meet you, Umber Bliss. Toffee Twist. These names are so cute. I haven't mentioned anything about the names, but I love the names that they gave for the colors. They're really cool. Nice to meet you, Toffee Twist. Got a little more contamination here. There's a little black in here. I have a few pencils that were like this. Okay. Warm gray. Hey, Ruby Razzle. Are you gonna razzle the ruby today? Ooh, this is pretty. You actually did it. You razzled the ruby. This is a pretty color. Reminds me of a hot pink. And also, I don't know if that's peony pink because I got mixed up there. I have to fix that. But this is a pretty color right here. I love it. Ruby Razzle. And we have red velvet. That's pretty too. I'm thinking about red velvet cake. Yes. Red velvet. This is pretty color as well. Blazeberry. Blazeberry. Let's see what blazeberry. Okay. Can we put you on some strawberries? I think we can. A little bit. Sunset Serenade. Let me see what Sunset Serenade is saying to me. Very nice. You do look like a sunset. Nice to meet you, Sunset Serenade. All right. Saffron Swirl. Okay. You're nice too. Nice to meet you. I know I'm being funny. And then we have this color is spring white. We know it's not really going to show up on here, but I'm going to put it on here anyway, just to see if I get any streaking from other colors. There, I'm getting some crumbles, so that's okay. All right, so that is it. These are the swatches, and I do believe they look like spring. Very nice colors. They are definitely not the same colors in the pastel tint. You know, some looks familiar, similar, but they tend to be a little bit different. Yeah. So overall, I actually am happy that I purchased this set. I'm glad I went ahead and did it, even though I was reluctant to do it, but I'm glad I did it. I really do like what I'm seeing. I like the experience of swatching these pencils. It was a pretty good experience. I didn't really have any major issues. I did see a few little contaminants in some of the colors. This is the blush pink. You can see a little bit of black in there, like a darker color. Biscotti here. You see a little streak in there of another color. But overall, it wasn't that big of an issue with the pencils as a whole. We have something going on here with the solar yellow up in there, but it looked like it worked itself out. Yeah. So I hope that you have enjoyed this relaxing swatching and flip session. If you have purchased these, let me know what your thoughts are about this collection from Castle Arts.